What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Noname back at it again with another New York Giants video. This time, just a completely, kind of not even speculation, just my kind of opinion vid on the Giants. So, Jadeveon Clowney is still in play for really any team in the NFL. Still has not signed back with the Seahawks. Still is out there as a free agent. And is still lowering his price, which is why I really want to do this vid, because I came across an article on ESPN Seattle, fittingly because he does currently, or no, he most recently played for the Seattle Seahawks, where there's a report here where a Seahawk teammate, Jarran Reed, tweeted about he's gonna wear number 90 this upcoming season, which was Jadeveon Clowney's number, which definitely implies that Clowney's not returning. But then Seahawks general manager spoke to ESPN, John Snyder, and he was like, I don't think that I even approved that yet. I don't know where that came from. He's like, don't buy into it. And since then, Jarran Reed's tweet has been deleted. So just like it has been since essentially the start of the offseason, the negotiations and relationship between Clowney's party and the Seahawks party, there's not exactly smooth sailing going on. And to be honest, nobody knows whether or not he's going to end up back there. In my opinion, the best chance of a place that he's going to end up back with is the Seahawks, because, why not just go back? There's no other team seems to have any interest in him right now but the Seahawks. They've consistently said that, and this is a quote from John Snyder, they say that we have a go several times. He's in a position that he wasn't ready to make a decision, and that's good, that's fine. We got to keep going and conducting business. And this is very consistent with, reports coming out of the Seahawks camp all offseason. They've been saying that they've been making offers and talking with Clowney. He just wanted a certain amount of money, $21 million a year. And in this same article, it says that Clowney has yet to receive an offer he wants, and he's not in any rush to commit. His contract demands have been reportedly ranged from a high of $21 million a year down to a potential $13 million a year. And that's what caught my eye. $13 million a year for Jadeveon Clowney, no matter which way you slice or dice it, is a steal. That's an absolute bargain for any team. And if he's willing, of course, if this is true, if he's willing to bring his price range down $8 million to $13 million, then I'm pretty sure he'd be willing to alter another one of his, requirements that he stated earlier on in the offseason, where he was like, he doesn't want to go and play for a bum team. He doesn't want to go to a team that's not going to be in the playoffs, that's not going to do anything, that's going to play a meaningless season, because he wants to play meaningful games. If you're in a position where you're giving up $8 million and you're honestly the best pass rusher on the market, I'm pretty sure you're in the position where you're altering whatever other requirements you set in stone, and you just want to get on a team at this point. Part of me thinks he probably wants to get on a team that's not the Seahawks, just because, in terms of a pride thing, somebody that's probably, I'm assuming he has a lot of pride because he doesn't want to re-sign with the Seahawks, just say it would look like he lost, negotiations or something like that. But because of his statements of, wanting to go to a winning team, it kind of automatically eliminated him from the Giants. Along with Dave Gettleman's statement very recently saying that he doesn't want to overpay for a pass rusher because this Giants defense is essentially going to be, generating their own pass rush from the guys that we already have here. And this is a quote from Gettleman by a Giants Wire, where it says, "As I've said before, sometimes people think that all the sacks have got to come from 1 to 2 guys. It's a group effort. As Joe said, we're going to constantly evaluate. Roster building is a 12-month season. It's 365 and 24/7. At the end of the day, we feel good about where we're at, but we'll continue to try to improve it. We're going to take a look at what we've got, and you got to know it's going to be part of the scheme." And of course, Gettleman says, as I said earlier, he's not going to be out here overpaying for somebody. Now, that comment about saying, roster building and he's happy with where they're at, I am too. I want to get that out of the way. I don't want to get anything misconstrued. I've said, and I've maintained this since, it hasn't been a long time, probably like a week before the draft, that you could see where the Giants defense is headed. And after the draft, it kind of solidified it, that they're building it in the New England Patriot way. And what I mean by that, and it's not just a phrase that I'm throwing out there, it's actually very much modeled over the way the Patriots built their defense. The Patriots defense is not built from front to back. It's built from back to front. Most defenses in the NFL, what is 3-4-4-3, it doesn't matter. They're built front to back, where they're built with the pressure and the front 7 guys in mind, and with that being the focus of the defense and the supporting group being the secondary. The Patriots are one of the very few teams in the league that have the main focus of their defense in the secondary, in the cornerbacks, in the safeties, in, even coverage linebackers. The guys back there that are always blanketing receivers and getting interceptions or causing turnovers. The strength of the Patriots defense is in defending the pass and doing so through the secondary, and that's why their best player on their defense and the focus of their defense for the past 2-3 years has been Stephon Gilmore and the McCourtney brothers and like that. They're one of the very few teams that builds it back to front, where that secondary is the main focus, and then like the front 4 or 5 guys where the pass rush would usually come from is the supporting cast. They're not great elite guys up there, but they're good enough. They're way more than good enough. The great elite guys are in the back. And speaking of generating pressure from a pack, a pack type mentality, that's how the Patriots get their sacks, man. They get their sacks through, running guys from the secondary, blitzing them, through linebackers, not necessarily, the front 4 or 5 guys, but, by incorporating it where it's like everybody on the team has the potential to get a sack. And I'm completely fine with that. In fact, I like the way they're going. The reason I'm bringing up Clowney is because it can never hurt to have a good pass rusher on your team. And as of right now, we don't have, a consistently good pass rusher on the team. I was happy we picked up Golden, and in that Golden video, I said, man, I wish he's going to stay on because I feel like he's going to perform this year. But that's just a feeling I have. He hasn't been consistent. I'm happy that we picked up a guy like Kyler Fackrell, who's similar to Golden in the sense that we're taking a flyer on him, and I would be happy if he comes on and proves himself to be consistent, but that's just a feeling. I would be happy if O'Shane Ximines or Lorenzo Carter takes that step forward, but that's just a feeling. Jadeveon Clowney is a guy that's proven in the NFL, and yes, I know people are going to bring up the sack numbers, especially last year where he only had 3 sacks, but that's not the point. He's going to generate pressure. It's not all about sacks, and you put him in this defense, he's going to be our best pass rusher. I think he could get around 10 sacks in this defensive, this defensive front. And he's a very versatile guy. He could play on the line or he could play outside linebacker. That's another thing I like about Clowney. It's just that if he's really going out there and asking for $13 million, then in my opinion, you're not overpaying for him. And since we've been taking flyers on outside, linebackers, pass rushers in general, why not take a flyer on the best one on the market who just so happens to be going for, a bargain price right now? That's just my opinion. I do not expect the Giants to do this at all, right? And I would be completely fine if they don't. Once again, pointing back to the way they're building the defense, where the secondary is the focus of it. I'm fine with that. We have a very strong secondary, in my opinion, if these players pan out to where they're projected to pan out. If they do, we'll be fine. We'll honestly be fine, especially if Marcus Golden comes back and has another 10-sack season. And, their second guy, whether it's Fackrell, whether it's Carter, whether it's Ximines, they pan out also. We'll be fine, guys. I like the way the defense is being built, and to be completely honest with you guys, I like that it is following that Patriot way because it allows you to plug and play guys, and it allows you to replace guys easily, rather than if you were dependent on 1 or 2 guys for your pass rush, like Edelman said, which is not necessary. But if you were a team that does that, it's very hard to replace them when they leave. It's not a plug and play team, and that's what I like about the way this team is being built. But let me know what you guys think. I just want to get this out there because, hey man, it's never too bad to have enough pass rushers. Where do you guys think Clowney is going, by the way? According to Vegas odds, the Giants have 5-1 odds of landing Clowney, which is in 4th place behind the Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, and Seattle Seahawks. I said that I think he's going back to the Seahawks because no other team is showing interest. But I would like to see him end up on the Colts because that would be a very interesting defense with Clowney, Justin Houston, and Darius Leonard and them boys back there. That would be pretty interesting. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Put your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Until next time, I'm out. Yeah.